Men are biologically, quite frankly, just less advanced.
You're too stupid.
Let me give you a scary stat. Two 15-year-olds, a boy and a girl, both sexually molested. One crime is no less heinous than the other. The boy is 10 times more likely to kill himself later in life.
The two 15-year-olds, a boy and a girl, both sexually molested. Neither crime is less heinous than the other. The boy who's sexually molested is 10 times more likely to kill himself later in life.
The two 15-year-olds, both sexually molested, a boy and a girl. Neither is less or more heinous than the other. The boy is 10 times more likely to kill himself later in life. Modeling statistic, two 15-year-olds sexually molested, a boy and a girl. Neither crime is less or more heinous than the other. The boy who's sexually molested is 10 times more likely to kill himself later in life than the girl. Boys are weaker.
No! Hey everybody, I'm Ralph Calabrese. This is Dad Positive, and Scott Galloway is an insensitive idiot. I can't even understand how he did so many interviews and repeated that over and over again. I'm not a stats guy, so I'm not going to just try to find counter research because most of our research out there is full of shit anyways, like whatever numbers he's putting up. But to delve into his argument, which I don't know what it is, did he clarify whether it was a... What an idiot. That's the stupidest thing he's writing a book for supporting young men, and this is what he's saying. Again, I don't even want to entertain his stupidity, but did he clarify whether the male was molested by a male and the female was molested by a male? Because I do think that plays a big point. And then here, the wackos out there say, why should it matter if he's molested by a male or a female? Because it does. One's natural and one's not. Again, I'm not going to entertain his stupidity. We live in an era where it's easy to be, and it is. I won't say easy, it takes effort, but we live in an era where millionaires and billionaires can absolutely not know shit about people and human behavior, because it is easier to become a millionaire and billionaire in this era than it ever has, especially if you're a finance bro or a tech bro. I don't know who this guy is. I just came across these stupid videos, and that's what made me decide to pick him apart because I've got more to come. But it's frustrating to think that he's marketing himself, and he's a marketing professor, under the guise of helping young men when this nonsense bullshit is what he put out there. And this is just one clip of his obviously scripted and memorized and regurgitated lines. Like I said, I have more to come. This one frustrates the shit out of me though. So sorry if you are young people who have had the misfortune of being in that situation. That's awful, and I feel for you. And my advice is obviously get help, talk to somebody. But as far as this video and, well, any video I make moving forward, helping young people or anybody really, I'm going to put a link in my description of a technique I came up with called cryopeutic meditation to help you manage anxiety and stress and just all of that stuff going on inside of you that you don't know what to do with it. This technique has worked for me. I've done it for over a decade. And I come from an extremely difficult background, life situations. I'll get into it in another video. But just for this one, I don't want to make this too long because this particular video, these particular statements that he's made frustrates the shit out of me, and it's stupid. But so the two things, it is different to say that a boy is weaker because he doesn't handle molestation better stupid. The reality also is, again, I'm not a statistics guy, but males accomplish suicide at a much higher rate than females do. Again, I'm not going to do the statistical debate, but males are more successful at committing suicide. It doesn't mean that a young girl who was molested didn't attempt, but also at the same time, males and females are different. They process things differently. And especially if we clarify whether the boy was molested by a male, that's a whole different ballgame, psychologically speaking. Again, I'm not entertaining his stupidity. So, but the point is with this video is I've discovered there's two patterns of human behavior, based in masculine and feminine energy. He's wrong about those being interchangeable. I'll do another video on that. So real quick, let me throw this chart up, and this is going to be a theme because I'm trying to help bring this reality to the forefront of all the stupid millionaires and billionaires that we have out there attempting to destroy Western civilization. Here, this is my chart. It's the two patterns of human behavior based on a masculine or feminine perceived authority figure. Scott Galloway has a feminine perceived authority figure, only child, grew up with a single mom. He'll go on about it. And again, I'll make another video that'll cover that. Essentially, if you're imprinted on by the feminine or by the masculine, these are these patterns of behaviors that you'll kind of play out throughout your life. In nature, you're only imprinted on the feminine up until you're weaned because we're mammals. So ideally, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. The healthy pattern is the triangle of opportunity. The reason the triangle of oppression is based in negative emotion, it's because when you're under the control of the nursing mother, if you look at it that way, you're limited in the things that you can do as far as, if you think of a mammal that's not weaned yet, it's completely dependent on the nursing mother. So this is a chart that I'm going to put in, pretty much video after video. Ideally right now for the sense of this nonsensical video is focus on, and again, I'll put a link in the description, cryopeutic meditation, where you can start doing this. It's a cold therapy in your shower. It's a specific technique, so please watch the video. And it helps address how you react to situations, and helps you better manage your emotions and your stress and your anxiety, and subsequently depression, if depending on how you apply it. But I don't know. This guy, these presenting yourself and marketing yourself, marketing professor, as someone who's helping young men, and this is the nonsense you put out there. I felt completely obligated to. I'm going to present many more of my rebuttals to this, because the negative impact on young men is going to cause the collapse of Western civilization. And no, there's no reason to feel guilty about saying that. There's no reason to, oh no, it's a different era. That's another thing. There is no such thing as the world has changed. There's a natural environment. If we don't conduct ourselves in a manner that's more in line with our natural environment, we're going to lose the civilization we have, and then by default be required to get back to nature out of necessity, because what we built has collapsed. Rich, educated, stupid idiots like this guy are part of the problem. And so this is just going to be one of the videos that I demonstrate how what Scott Galloway is saying is absolutely nuts and is completely antithetical to helping young men, to helping adult men, to helping Western civilization. Yes, I'm sorry for anyone who has had the misfortune of having this happen to them when they were younger. Also, I'm sorry for anyone who's listened to him and actually thought because you're male, you're deficient, you're too stupid to understand things. What's up, Dana White? Um, this guy's ridiculous. This guy's ridiculous. That's fine. I'll prove it. And so, please comment. Get in the comment section. I'm excited to see what his supporters have to say. What, nobody knows who I am because I just started doing this. Tell me your struggles. It doesn't matter if you're a young man or a young woman or what your age is. Tell me the things that you are struggling with living in this modern era, and so I can help gear these videos in a manner that's going to help you more. Okay, so yeah, let's get on to the next one. I've got some bangers coming up, as they say.